Hey guys, I'm back with another live stream, and in this one, it's going to be all about Lilo and Stitch. And I'm going to go ahead and get started. On planet Turo, the United Galactic Federation convicts scientist Dr. Jumba Jukiba of illegal genetic experimentation. He has created Experiment 626, an aggressive and near indestructible creature with great learning capabilities. 626 is sentenced to exile on a desert asteroid, but he escapes and hijacks a space cruiser that crash lands on Kauai, Hawaii, on the planet Earth. Shortly after landing on Earth, 626 is hit by a truck and placed in an animal shelter. The Federation's Grand Councilwoman offers Jumba an early release if he retrieves 626 with the assistance of the Council's Earth expert, Agent Pleakley. On Kauai, orphan teenager Nani Pelikai struggles to take care of her lonely, rambunctious younger sister Lilo following their parents' death in a car crash. Social worker Cobra Bubbles doubts Nani can be an adequate guardian for Lilo and threatens to place Lilo in foster care if the Pelicans' situation fails to improve. After overhearing Lilo wishing to have a friend, Nani brings her to the animal shelter to adopt a dog. Lilo adopts 626, who is impersonating a dog, and names him Stitch. That night, Stitch causes chaos at the luau where Nani works while trying to avoid capture from Jumba and Pleakley. Nani's boss blames Nani for the chaos and fires her. The news of Nani's firing reaches Bubbles, who orders Nani to find a new job and tells Lilo to teach Stitch to be a model citizen. Despite Lilo's attempts to domesticate Stitch, his antics repeatedly ruin Nani's efforts to find a new job. While Nani, Lilo, and Stitch go surfing with Nani's former co-worker and friend David, Jumba and Pleakley again attempt to capture Stitch and unintentionally drag Lilo underwater in the process. David rescues Lilo and Stitch, but Bubbles arrives and tells Nani he will retrieve Lilo the following morning. Feeling guilty for causing so much trouble, Stitch runs away. The Grand Councilwoman fires Jumba and Pleakley and tasks her second in command, Captain Gontu. While capturing Stitch, while Jumba begins hunting Stitch using less covert methods. When David informs Nani of another job opportunity, Nani leaves Lilo at home alone. Jumba and Pleakley chase Stitch back to the Pelicans' house. The ensuing fight between Jumba and Stitch culminates in an explosion that destroys the house. Nani gets the job but frantically runs back home after seeing a fire engine driving toward her house. Bubbles arrives to retrieve Lilo. While Bubbles and Nani argue about Lilo's well-being, Lilo runs away into the woods and finds Stitch, who in shame reveals his alien form. Just as Lilo disowns Stitch, Gontu captures them both, but Stitch manages to escape the ship just as it takes off. Nani confronts Stitch, but he is immediately captured by Jumba and Pleakley. Nani asks them to save Lilo, but they insist they only have legal authority to capture Stitch. After Nani bursts into tears, Stitch remembers Ohana, a term for family he learned from Lilo, and convinces Jumba to help rescue her. Jumba, Pleakley, Stitch, and Nani board Jumba's personal spaceship, pursue Gontu, and rescue Lilo. The Grand Councilwoman arrives to retrieve Stitch herself. She fires Gontu for endangering Lilo and failing to capture Stitch. However, after observing Stitch's civilized behavior and being informed that Lilo legally owns Stitch because she bought him at the animal shelter, the Grand Councilwoman decrees that Stitch will live out his exile on Earth and that the Pelican family has the protection of the United Galactic Federation. Bubbles reveals he is a former CIA agent who had previously met the Grand Councilwoman in Roswell, New Mexico in 1973. Stitch, Jumba, and Pleakley, having joined Lilo and Nani's family, rebuild their house with David and Bubbles' help. Alrighty, guys, that's gonna be it for this live stream and everything, and I'll be back again as soon as I can, and I will see you all on my next one. Bye bye for now.